Hey creative friends, welcome to my channel, and here we are. It is not Saturday, it's Sunday. But the reason I didn't do Saturday Happenings yesterday was because of my collaboration video, which I'm super excited. I got to talk to you guys about that. So cool. But today's Sunday. It's actually the 14th of January. We're like half done with the month. I don't know. Things are just going by fast. But there's some cool things coming up. But you know what? If you're new here, I just want to say welcome. I think a lot of people have come over because of Canary, so I'm glad to have you. And I'll tell you what, so the deal is on Saturdays, well, today's Sunday, sometimes I have to do them on Sundays, but on the weekend, I try to go back and kind of review the videos I did last week, talk a little bit about what's coming up next week, maybe answer some questions or address some comments. So anyway, I love January because Canary is so much fun. Like, it's just really cool. And it just gets the boom, the year off right. Starts you off thinking and planning and doing all kinds of things. So it's very cool. So I have my little planner here where I write down all the things. And so last week I was super excited. On Monday I did the SOS, the soup or sauce mix, because Mondays is my Mix It Up Mondays. And if you don't know what that is, go back. I've got a playlist for Mix It Up Mondays. And I am a huge fan of make a mix and having mixes, convenient mixes, like a Bisquick, but the ones you make yourself. Like I've done, basically it's the master mix. It's like a Bisquick, a white sauce mix that you can use. You can make anything from gravy to sauces to like, you can use that to make like your macaroni and cheese. It's perfect. I've done a muffin mix, a cake mix. I don't know, so many mixes. The rice mixes, so good. I actually really love those. I use them a lot. But yesterday I had a friend coming over. I'm teaching her to crochet. And I forgot how hard it is to start somebody that's never even held a crochet hook. It's hard. It's really rough. But I think I'd rather teach someone to sew. And speaking of sewing, I got a thing. I got to show you. It's so cool. Anyway, I think I'd rather teach someone to sew than to crochet or knit. Although it's only one stitch, really. It's just modified. But that's the thing. But she was coming over, and I thought, oh, I want to do something. So I grabbed my muffin mix, which is just a mix, and then you add to it whatever you want. So I did the muffin mix, and then I added in some shredded carrot, some walnuts, some allspice, and some raisins, and I made little, and I did a cream cheese frosting, and I whipped that up in probably 10 minutes. And then while it was in there, I did the cream cheese frosting, and I put it in the fridge. When they came out, once they were cooled, I frosted them. So it took really little bit of effort, and I made like these carrot cake muffins. They were good. So next time, I think I'm going to add a little cocoa powder and chocolate chips and make a chocolate muffin. Anyway, so good. So I love having the mixes. But on Monday, I did the SOS mix. It's a universal mix that you can use it for making sauces or even soups. Like you're going to add your powders, like your bouillon, your chicken bouillon, and make like a cream of cream of chicken. You can add, I do powdered mushrooms because I dehydrate mushrooms and then I powder them. So I'll put some dehydrated mushrooms and powder in there and make like a cream of mushroom soup. I'll do a video on that sometime. But then, excuse me, on Tuesdays, I do my Pantry Cooking for Two Tuesday, because just Brian and I, and for years, I was cooking for big amounts, right? And so then, kind of just the two of us. So I've had to pare back. So I'm taking recipes and I'm cutting them down to just serve like two. And so I did the SOS, using the SOS mix. And I did the enchilada casserole, and it was really good. Like, I liked it. And somebody said I had to put the whole can of green chilies in there. And you know what? I know what you mean. I should have sprinkled some cilantro on top, too, and a little bit of cream cheese. It was good. But that's so simple to do. I like it. So, on Wednesdays, I try to do a craft. So I usually have Mix It Up Mondays, Pantry Cooking for Two Tuesdays, and on Wednesday is like a crafty thing. Because I do so many different types of things, I just like to do videos on them. So I did the DIY poop bag for the car, for your dog. I love that. It's just a miniature version of those big tube bags we used to make to put your grocery bags in, and you would pull them out of the bottom. But you know what I like to use? I will put in there, in the little bag, if you're curious, it's just a little bag, and I keep it in the car, and so I can pull bags out when we have Snickers with us and he does his business. But I will take, like when you go to the store and you get your produce and they're in those clear plastic bags or even bread bags, I will put those in there because I think it's a good way to recycle those things. Like have them there, use them, why not? So the one that we have in the car right now, I think I've got like 3 or 4 of those plastic bags you put your veggies in at the store. And I've got 2 bread bags in there. So that's kind of handy. Good way to use that. Okay. The other one was the 3-ingredient Muffin Magic muffins. And one of you asked what size of pumpkin I use, what size can, and I should have mentioned, but it's the size, it's like the size of what you would buy like a pie filling. It was that size can. It's the smaller one. It's not that big fat one. So anyway, so those turn out really good. And I can see making them with maybe some different things. And a few of you commented that you make them different ways and you've made them for years and they're really good. And they did turn out good. I was impressed. So that was cool. And then on Saturday, I don't talk about my shorts. I just put the little shorts up there wherever. But Saturday, yay, it was the Canary and it was the apple chili jam. I gotta say that's so good. And somebody said you wouldn't make it because you don't like the chilies. Leave them out. So like if you just want the apple flavor, make it. If you want the apple hot flavor, then add the chilies. But you can leave the chilies out. I've done that before on some things I didn't want to be hot. So it's good stuff. And I was sitting here in my head trying to think of one of the things I thought about doing it. And here's just a little plug. If you knew about this last year, then you'll know coming up. So many people have said, I'd like to see, because in my videos I said, oh, this is what I would use it for. And so many people said, I wish you would show using it. Well, on Tuesdays I usually my mixes or something from the pantry. So I will incorporate those into my Tuesday videos. But specifically, coming up, there's a collaboration that comes up in a couple months, and it is just about using the home canned stuff. So, and I'm going to use the recipes that I made in Canary are going to be what I'm using for that collaboration. So, just letting you know, I will be using this. But tell me what you think. I was actually thinking of using the apple chili jam as kind of a glaze over a ham steak. I think that might actually be really good. So I'm thinking about doing that. And in my head, I thought, you know, I would do a nice ham steak. I would put some glaze on there and, you know, get it nice and hot. You don't have to like cook them because they're already cooked. But I would do that and then maybe a side of one of the wild rice mixes that I like. And then maybe some green beans or some broccoli or something. So that sounded good. So I might do that. So there's that. Now today, I've got my Saturday happenings on Sunday, but this afternoon at about 2 o'clock my time, I'm Pacific, I did a product review, so it's so cool. I get asked, maybe a couple times a week, I'll get an email saying, hey, do you want to collaborate and show our product? And I actually weed a lot of them out, and a lot of them are for gaming. Like, I'm not a gamer, they don't apply to me, I guess is what I'm saying. And so when I decide I want to do a product review, it's because I'm interested in the product and I think the product is cool and it would be something I would use. So I want to check it out. So this afternoon at 2 o'clock, there was one I had so much fun with. I'm telling you, I loved it. So you guys will want to keep an eye out for that because I think it's a cool product. And I actually think I'm going to buy a second one for different uses at home. So that's that coming up, but I actually really liked it and it's something I would use. And I do have one more product review to do, but it's from a company I've already done some of their things. So it's kind of cool. I did the garden, you know, the Let Pot garden, the UV like hydroponic little garden thing that you can put on your counter and grow herbs and stuff. But they have a different product they asked me to check out, which is actually going to be perfect for me. So I'm going to set that one up, and that will be like next Sunday. So I think I'll do my product reviews on Sundays. But, and there have been things that people have sent me, and I've tried them and thought, nope, not so much. And so I told them I didn't want to do a video. But the ones that I do, and there was The vacuum one, I took that video down because they had come out, and I appreciated the fact that they had found that there was a faulty issue with the one, which I never had problems with, but there was apparently something. So they came out with a new one that was supposed to address the issue. And then we did our, several of us did videos. We were really excited about it. But then after multiple uses, it kind of started to get weird. And if you got one and it gets weird, contact them. The gasket doesn't stay in properly. So I took the video down. I just wanted you to know if you don't see that, because I wanted to make sure that the video that's up there that links, that if you have a link to a product, that I still believe it's a good product. But I took the video down and I explained to him that mine had started to fail. And so I did not want to continue to promote that right now, especially if the replacement for the original one, which none of us had problems with anyway, is a problem. So I took that down and I removed it from the link. So everything that I have as far as the vacuum sealers are in my little Amazon store. They're ones that I'm using and that are working. So they're good. But I do want to make sure that those product reviews that I show you, they are not, I don't make money off of them. I just do it. I say, give me a free product and I'll check it out. If I like it, I'll tell people about it. And that's just me. I will put it in my Amazon store though. So that's cool. But anyway, that's how it works. So there's that. But next week, on Monday, tomorrow, there will be, I'm going to do a thing. It's like, keep an eye out. It's like a replacement for the box mixes that we've used forever for ground beef, but it's a really good one. It's kind of a ground beef helper, and it's gonna be like what you can make a whole bunch of kind of like a hamburger helper DIY thing. So there's that, and then on Tuesday I will use that in a recipe, and then on Thursday I'm excited because that will be my third Canary video. I'm excited about that. I'm excited that I got to do 3 this year. So it's my third Canary video. And then, I don't know, what else is coming up on Wednesday? I don't know, maybe I'll show you something I am going to do at my craft table. But that's what I have planned for next week. And I want to say on the Canary ones, I started all 3 of them with the same thing to remind you that the green logo in the thumbnail, and if you don't know what thumbnail is, it's basically when you see the video advertisement, it's the photograph that you see. It'll have the title and it'll have a picture. There needs to be that little green thing that says Canary for our Canary, this collaboration. But, and also I did leave in each one of them the information about canning like items together, and the reason I did that was because in case you missed it. But all 3 of those products that I made are all the Canary ones. They're all savory. They all process for 10 minutes. And so I can put them together. And you wonder why? Well, what if you have salsa and peach jam and your salsa maybe siphons a little bit and then it can skew or mess up the flavor of the peach jam. So you want everything enough, maybe all spicy or something, so that you're not gonna, that little tiny bit of flavoring isn't really gonna make a difference. Should it do that? Should it actually kind of blend a little bit, which is really rare or whatever, but it's just in case. Okay, so if you did a salsa and a ketchup together, fine. If you did, that kind of stuff, that's cool. Anyway, so there's that. That's what's happening. I'm looking at my little calendar thingy, and February is exciting. Today there's actually 2 collaborations. I love collaborations. They're just fun. And it also helps give you guidance on, I can make a video on that. Anyway, so February I have 2 collaborations that I need to do. And one of them is asking me to do 2 videos. So there's 3 collaboration videos for February. And then I'm excited because we have some excitement coming up in the next couple of months that are going to be super cool that I can't tell you about yet, but I'm going to. And then I need to show you this thing. I will show you, maybe I'll do a video on this for Wednesday because I have this cool kit thingy I need to show you. It's there. I'm going to show you, I'll do a quick video on that because this is a vintage one I'm excited about. But I'll do that. And the reason is because, I don't know, a couple of you have noticed it's kind of cool, but I've been on a pretty regimented, getting healthy kind of thing because I'm old. I'm not old. I'm 63. I'm older than I was, and I need to do something to make sure that I stay healthy and live a long time. And so I have at this point lost 45 pounds. I still have about 30 to go. So I need to get new clothes, and I've decided for years will go to Joann's and go, "Ooh, that's really pretty fabric. That'd be a nice shirt." And I'll get yardage. And so I have one of them big, long, deep Rubbermaid bins just filled with garment fabric. So I've decided my goal is that I will replace my wardrobe with my own made clothes. And so I have this cool pattern making set. I'll show you guys. I'll post it up for Wednesday. It's pretty cool. So there's that. That's what's happening in my world. I hope your world is doing well. And I appreciate you all hanging out with me and just kind of having fun with the old YouTube. It's fun stuff. So, alrighty. Be looking out for those really good Canary videos. Mine will be on Thursday, and I hope you guys all enjoy it. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.